Appreciate all of you joining us for this hearing today. Secure immigration identity documents. For nearly 150 years, the Government Printing Office, otherwise known as the GPO, has served as the printer for the Congress and the federal government. In that capacity, it is responsible for the collection, production, distribution, and preservation of public information from 3 branches of government. As government records move from print to digital, GPO finds itself in a challenge to remain relevant and necessary. With declining print demands, GPO is projected to run out of money in 2020 unless it overhauls its current business model. In 2013, the National Academy of Public Administration, or NAPA, conducted a review of the state of GPO and its ability to meet the digital demands of the future. NAPA found that all the facets of the GPO will need to be realigned, everything from GPO's digital publishing and preservation efforts to the size and skill set of its workforce will need to be reevaluated. One major change to its business model involves GPO supplying secure credentials containing radio frequency identification, often referred to as RFID. These chips to government agencies handling our nation's immigration functions. GPO now issues those. It's unclear, however, if those documents are both secure and functional. Ensuring that identity documents are secure and reliable is critical to our national security. Immigration fraud was identified by the 9/11 Commission as a key method by which terrorists entered and remained in the United States. As important as weapons. It went on to say, at many entry points to vulnerable facilities, including gates for boarding aircraft, sources of identification are the last opportunity to ensure that people are who they say they are, end quote. Given these facts, it is critical that secure credentials reflect the state-of-the-art technology to ensure federal government is a step ahead of those who would attempt to alter or misuse documents to commit terrorist or criminal acts. The federal acquisition system is built on the principle of full and open competition. Full and open competition means contractors compete against each other on both the quality and the solution and the price. This ultimately benefits the American taxpayer and, I believe, provides a better end product. Essentially, the federal departments and agencies can circumvent the full and open competition process and sole source their secure credential requirements to the GPO. This means that the American taxpayer does not realize the benefit of innovation and the best price through a full and open competition process. It also means the government forfeits the opportunity to leverage innovative solutions to ensure reliable and security of those credentials. It also appears GPO is increasingly shifting towards in-house production of credentials. Now, if they offer the best product, the best price, more power to them. But without that competition, worried that over the course of time, that security, that innovation, that it will suffer. Typically, an agency seeking to contract with the private sector for a good or service must comply with the Federal Acquisition Regulations, or FAR. The agency would publish a request for a proposal and receive bids from potential contractors in response. Then the agency has the opportunity to evaluate solutions and the price offered by several contractors. This process of full and open competition is intended to make sure the agency is getting the best product at the lowest price. GPO claims that its 47-year-old authorizing statute, Title 44, justifies its ability to issue secure credentials in this matter simply because these cards have print on them and printing is a core GPO function. In particular, GPO has argued that, quote, the production of secure credentials for a federal agency also involves the printing process, and so GPO is authorized to produce them, end quote. This raises the question of whether Title 44 should be used in the competition process to acquire secure credentials from GPO. GPO certainly knows how to print, but do they have the capacity and to innovate and provide reliable, secure credentials? This is part of the discussion today. I thank all the witnesses for their expertise in being here today and look for the most important topic. We'll now recognize the